It should not come as a surprise that the Walt Disney Company would lie about the production photos from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs when their CEO is lying to national television on CNBC about pretty much everything he's doing at the company. But it is kind of a little bit shocking that they would try and say that the photos were fake that were leaked from the set of the film, but that is indeed what they did. So if you haven't seen these photos, they're absolutely atrocious. These are supposedly the seven dwarfs or seven companions or whatever they're going to call here. None of them look like the seven dwarfs from the original 1937 animated film. I would not know what any of these were. Can you tell me which one is Sleepy? I don't know. Who knows which one's Grumpy? It's hard to tell because they aren't those characters. And seemingly this film is not going to be anything like that 1937 animated classic movie. And then we even have what Snow White looks like. I'm hard to press to tell you that that's Snow White. It looks like Red Riding Hood to me. Does not look like Snow White at all. But this is what we had from the Walt Disney Company. A spokesman informed the Daily Beast, telling the outlet the photos are fake and not from our production. We are currently trying to have the Daily Mail issue a correction. The Walt Disney Company was saying that these photos were fake and not from their production. Are you kidding me? However, the Daily Mail would update their story that included all of the leaked photos. There's a lot more over there if you want to go check out more of them out. But they said this article has been amended since initial publication to correctly identify the actress portraying Snow White as an extra who stood in for post-production photography. Disney confirmed that stand-ins were used for both Rachel Zegler and Andrew Burnap in these images. We are happy to clarify this point. So the Daily Mail is literally issuing an amendment to their article saying that Disney confirmed that they are from the production of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. So which is it? Which is it, Disney? Well, following the Daily Mail's clarification, a Disney spokesman then told The Independent that the photos were indeed from the Snow White production. This spokesman said the images that ran in the Daily Mail are not official film photos. These show stand-ins for some talent and do not feature Rachel Zegler or Andrew Burnap, but they're confirming that they are now part of the production. So Disney, huge egg on their face, outright lying about the leaked images from the Daily Mail. It doesn't get any worse than this. I mean, it does. We've seen what the Walt Disney Company does with kids and stuff like that, so it definitely does get worse. But as far as this film so far, it's hard to get any worse than this. Absolutely just like lying out of the gate before we've even really done any press. But it shouldn't really surprise you because the press that we have seen around this film has been an utter disaster and has been telling us that this film is going to be trash. So if you don't remember, which I'm sure you don't, I didn't even remember before I had to go back and look into our archives to pull this stuff up, but Rachel Zegler had originally promoted this film as having a modern edge when she took the stage at D23 Expo, I think last year. When asked to clarify those comments after getting off the main stage, she told Variety, "I just mean that it's no longer 1937 and we absolutely wrote a Snow White." Gal Gadot, who's playing the evil queen in the film, she then interjected saying she's not going to be saved by the prince. Zegler then confirmed she's not going to be saved by the prince and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be and the leader that her late father told her that she could be if she was fearless, fair, brave, and true. And so it's just a really incredible story for, I think, young people everywhere to see themselves in. So what I want to point out here is that she says she was fearless, fair, brave, and true. I think they're totally changing what the meaning fair means in the movie. It's not going to be her skin color or her pure of heart or anything like that. It's going to be how she rules the kingdom as like a judge, being fair. That's what they're going to change that meaning of the word to. She had also previously informed BuzzFeed they would be changing Snow White's entire story. She says, "There's not much I can say about it besides the fact that Snow White has constantly been criticized, even though she's the original Disney princess and we love her so much, but criticized for existing solely for a prince, existing solely to be rescued." I don't think that's the story. If you actually watch that's an utterly ridiculous interpretation of the story, clearly being attacked by insane feminists. But anyway, she goes on and says, "And I think that our director, Mark Webb, and everyone who's working on this film has really taken her narrative and turned it into something that's a lot stronger. And I'm very, very excited to be able to bring that to life." I mean, basically changing the entire movie by saying that they turned her narrative into something that's a lot stronger. That is a code word to me that they're changing the entire movie. So the fact that Disney is lying about this film does not surprise me at all. and I expect more of it from them, especially when it comes to this film, because they cast one of the biggest box office poisons out there in Rachel Zegler. Pretty much every major motion picture she has been in has failed, bombed, lost money at the box office. West Side Story, Shazam: Fury of the Gods being the two that come to my mind. But let me know what you think about the Walt Disney Company absolutely lying and then admitting that they lied about it by saying that confirming that the photos were actually from the Snow White production.